With SureShip freight rules, you control whether any or all of the freight costs get charged back to the customer order, so it can be included on the invoice. Some companies treat freight as a profit center, where a fixed amount or a percentage of the freight is charged back to the customer. Other companies pass the published or negotiated freight cost back on to the customer, and other companies don't pass any freight cost on at all. The SureShip chargeback freight rules are where you define that in the system. To create a freight rule, select New. Enter rule name and description. There are two sections. First, which orders and shipments are included. Second, how is the chargeback cost calculated? Maybe you negotiated a specific time period with your customer or have a limited time promotion. You enter a start and end date to control when this rule is in effect. You can make the rule for a specific customer or range of customers, as well as for a specific ship-to address. You can also make the rule for a specific or range of customer types and/or end-user types. The chargeback calculation starts with the freight basis. This can be flat fee, actual freight costs, published rates, order value, or shipment value. Next, you specify the markup type. Select none, %, dollar, and the associated markup amount that will be added. When you select flat fee and 0 amount, no freight cost will be charged. When you select freight cost and none for the type, only the actual cost will be charged. You can also set the minimum and maximum charges to make sure you're not under or overcharging your customers, as well as setting which freight rule is the default. This is an example of a chargeback freight rule with a 10% markup of the actual freight cost, with a maximum charge of $10,000. Please note you can also assign a chargeback freight rule to a ship via using the SureShip Code Freight Rules Cross-Reference, or XREF for short. You set the freight rule on the customer order. You pack and ship the order using SureShip. You see the actual freight charges on the bill of lading. The freight cost plus 10% are updated on the customer order. This will be reflected on the invoice. With SureShip chargeback freight rules, you can automate the freight chargeback amounts to the customer order. Apply markups based on published rate or negotiated rate. Apply markups based on % of rate or a flat fee. Apply rules to specific customers, ship-tos, customer types, and user types. Apply rules to specific carriers and ship vias. Thank you for watching.